This is a meditation on grief. It is a breath meditation followed by a visualization exercise using the Senses of the Soul, or SOS method, by Gurumer Khalsa. So start by getting prepared for meditation, sitting nice and tall in easy pose or in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. And start by tuning into yourself, taking a few deep breaths and getting yourself centered and ready. If you need to pause to do your tune in, go ahead and do that. To start this meditation, there's a special mudra. Your arms are going to be relaxed at your sides. The forearms will be parallel to the earth. And bring your hands into fists with the pointer fingers sticking out. The left palm will be facing up. The right palm will be facing down. And if you look at your finger, you have 3 segments, your pointer finger. And the middle segment on both fingers will cross. So you're making an X with your pointer fingers. Holding that mudra in front of the solar plexus, again, forearms parallel to the ground. The breath will be a long, deep, slow inhale, about 15 seconds through the nose. And the exhale will be through a puckered mouth, not whistling, but complete and forcefully directing the breath at the tips of the index fingers. This is not a quick breath, but a very slow, drawn out breath. And you should feel that at your fingertips. Eyes are by default closed, focus at the third eye. It is not specified, so you can choose another eye focus if you wish. Okay, so sitting nice and tall, pointer fingers crossed at the second segment of each finger, right palm down, left palm up. I'll count the first 2 rounds of the inhale, and then you can go ahead at your own pace, doing your own count. Let's do 1 deep breath in and out together first. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale through the mouth, slow and long. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Exhale through the mouth. Complete. And continue at your own count. As you move through this meditation, you may feel the fingertips getting cold or maybe vibrating. You may also feel like you need to yawn. it's okay. You can go ahead and yawn and just come back to the breath. Meditate on the life that is carried on your breath or by your breath. This life-giving force. Keep going. If at any point your mind should wander, just notice it and bring it back to your breath, to your mudra. If you are enjoying this breath and want to take this longer, you can pause here and continue doing this. But if you're ready, then we will go ahead and take a deep breath in. Now lock your fingers together, stretch your arms nice and long up overhead. And then exhale, bringing your arms down to relax your hands in your lap. And just sit in quiet meditation for a moment as we prepare to move into the visualization exercise on grief. This is a chance to talk with yourself and find out what you need. Know that you can handle all change and thrive. So begin by stopping and listening, by feeling the pain of your grief. Because the pain is great, your initial reaction is to run from it. You may feel that you aren't ready and can't handle it. True self-recovery doesn't begin until you listen and feel your pain. This first focus is on yourself, the one who must be taken care of. Really feel this in your body. Notice what you're feeling and where you're feeling this. Feel and process the pain in order to get back to balance. You may experience protective mechanisms and resistance of all kinds. So we support ourselves physically, keeping ourselves healthy so that we can face these challenges. The next step is to identify the loss. In this step, you clearly name what was valuable, what exactly has been lost or changed. An obvious but essential step is to shift the focus outward, to name exactly who or what was lost. But the step isn't always so obvious when the change is slow, as with aging, or when loss is accumulated over time, such as the regrets of wasted opportunities or lost time. Recognizing these two distinct parts, what you lost and how it affects you, is critical to not lose yourself in the process. The harsh glare of loss is always a wake-up call to complacency. It's not wrong to be happy and to get accustomed to having things as you want them. But any expectation, entitlement, ingratitude, boredom, or numbness to joy and appreciation will be shaken by loss. It's a humbling experience where nothing's taken for granted. So recognize the importance of this loss to you. It may sound harsh, but the truth is that you care for something not for its own sake, but for the experience that it gives you. So consider that loss and what it gave to you. Be clear about what you gained from the relationship. Was it security, safety, belonging, love, respect, honor, purpose? If you didn't value those qualities, or if you didn't need those experiences, then you wouldn't be grieving. You grieve the loss of those particular qualities or feelings. And grief is always looking for connection, primarily through memories. It keeps craving that good feeling. In this way, grief helps reveal to you what's most important. Grief is the gasping for air of the drowning man. Grief identifies the air in your life. You've always needed it. The loss just helps you see it more clearly. So next we'll look to get some solutions and resolution. Shifting our focus from what was lost in form to what you found through it. The qualities they carry and the experiences and feelings they bring are not one of a kind and fleeting, even though the form may be. No one person delivers or takes away all the love that is available to you. You tend to regret most the loss of those rare peak experiences, those once-in-a-lifetime experiences that may have changed your life. And they leave you with the impression that it was that person or that circumstances that was the key to your happiness. But really, it's your own capacity to create that happiness within yourself. You can consider these peak experiences as knowing that you can feel this and touch what's possible, and taking that feeling that you've harnessed and going in search of it again from another source, and better yet, from within. So you seek out permanence, an unchanging permanence within this one form, and know that that's impossible. But if you can release your attachment to that person or idea or situation, harnessing the fact that it was possible to feel that, and to hold that within your reality, knowing it is available within you, you can creatively seek this out. Memories can also bring that love. Just like the sun, the trees, and the breath you just took. Really take another deep breath and feel that love. In meditation, you can enjoy this in infinite supply anytime. So recognize that impermanence includes both loss and gain. There's always something created in the ruins of what was destroyed. Particular joys may fade, but joy will always be. Grief helps you to look beyond the illusions of this temporary world to the undying, regenerating nature of things. So what are your solutions? Before you go out and get more of what is lost to you, you must complete the grief so that you can be truly available to anything new. So identifying the essence of what it was that you are grieving the loss of. Shifting your focus away from that loss in form to the gain in essence. The joy is still there in memory and can be felt any time now that you have known it. Now seek to embrace the equally satisfying ability to experience it again. That wonderful person, place, or thing or idea left you with that permanent gift that lives within you. Begin to enjoy the memories, to feel gratitude rather than sorrow, knowing you can fill yourself to satisfaction anytime. The power to fulfill yourself is not out there but within you. In fulfilling yourself, you steer yourself from only experiencing pain to now spending more time feeling full, connected, and whole again, like nothing is missing, because it isn't. So you may or may not be having success in going through this process and finding solutions. If you're still feeling the pain, holding or grabbing for the essence, then keep doing that and move along as you are able to. Allow yourself to process. And the final step, if you are ready, is the action. So once you finish this, there's the next step, the action you can take. And maybe it looks like inaction, whatever it is, but within grief, the action, the primary action is to let go and move on. You don't have to imagine that this is one swift move, but it's more like layers. And it happens over and over and adds up little by little. When you try to just get over it and move on from a loss with the idea that you now have to do it without it, you'll have an instinctual survival-based resistance to the net loss. But once you learn how to receive in some form of or other what you got from that lost love, it will be like realizing there's no need to starve because one restaurant closed. There are countless ways to nourish yourself, to feed yourself. One day at a time, you make the choice to live again. In those moments when you're filled rather than empty, when you're strong, resilient, and happy, not weak, needy, or clinging, in those moments of strength, you no longer feel dependent on a single temporary source of happiness. You can release attachment to the object, the idea, the person, and enjoy what it brought you. You can let go without struggle. And you can more easily accept the exchange. I lost that, but I got this. She's gone, but she left me with this joy. You aren't desperate. There's no urgency to go out and get another one, but you're ready. When you are healed, you are whole. And that makes for a good life and satisfying relationships. And when your memories are able to bring you strength and joy, you are healed, whole, and ready to move on to wherever you'd like to go or wherever life may take you. So feel free to continue if you're enjoying this process and have more to delve into, or you can come back to it another time. But For now, take a deep breath in and exhale. You can take another deep breath in and out, and slowly bring yourself to your present moment, opening your eyes, noticing where you are. You can look around you. And just come to your breath. You can feel a sense of gratitude for the process and for your friend grief, who is here to serve you, to help you, to know what is most important to you, and to be open to receiving it. Note that when the intensity of your feelings, your grieving feelings, shift into love and gratitude, that is the sign that healing is happening.